Corpbiz.
Hi friends, my name is Srishti Pandey and in this video I will let you know about the importance of CDSCO certificate in public health domain. In India, the Central Drugs Standard Control Organization regulates all drugs, medical devices, etc. It monitors the standard and quality of medical devices, drugs and cosmetic in India. CDSCO is the National Drug Regulatory Authority responsible for establishing regulations and standards for medical devices, drugs and IVDs. CDSCO certificate in public health domain plays a significant part as it carries out various functions to support public health. For instance, CDSCO is responsible for approving clinical trials, monitoring the quality of imported drugs, coordinating the activities of state drugs control organization, providing expert advice to maintain the standard of the Drugs and Cosmetic Act, and for granting and renewing licenses for specified categories of drugs and many other medical devices. The functions performed by CDSCO ensure safety and the quality standards to the public at large. CDSCO certificate is a guarantee of safety to the public. Government regulation in public health. Currently, the Government of India is engaged in improving the quality of regulatory practices in the country and achieving a high degree of uniformity among the states. To achieve its public health objectives, one of the central government's primary interventions is to ensure that drugs available in India are safe, effective, and in compliance with the prescribed quality standards. A sound regulatory system should aid in developing a science based regulatory framework to support and advance the nation's research and development. Now, let's see the roles and responsibilities. First, to perform regulatory operation and to ensure consistency, predictability, adaptability, timelessness, and quality in the review process. Robust scientific review of the application to ensure safety, efficacy, and quality of product. An efficient self-correction mechanism involves auditing and reviewing the processes to ensure the regulatory framework is appropriate and applicable. Fourth, to ensure patient safety, drug quality and effectiveness, and industry expansion, strong stakeholder partnership that bring together national and international academia, businesses, and regulators on emerging regulatory topics are essential. Now, let's see different types of CDSCO registration. CDSCO can grant registration for variety of reasons which are as follows: registration of cosmetic, NOC for import export, ethical standards, blood product and blood bank, formulation development and research, NOC for dual use, BA and BE authorized sites. The objective of the CDSCO certificate in public health domain are: CDSCO certification is required because it facilitates the successful completion of specific goal in public health domain. Firstly, to improve the understanding of regulators and to raise consumer awareness, interact and cooperate with various governmental and non-government voluntary organizations to improve the quality of health care facilities, to establish a sense of dedication and regulators assist them in providing their professional excellence and increase the efficiency so that they can better serve and protect the interest of consumers, to promote and advance the art of science and pharmaceutical technology in public's interest, and to develop the highest standard for the pharmaceutical and medical devices industries through technology, to provide improved services to the public, to foster a science-based, consistent and predictable regulatory framework to support and promote research and development in the nation. Now, functions of CDSCO certificate in public health domain. The CDSCO certification enables a variety of functions that benefit public health. The functions include establishing standard for drugs, cosmetic and medical device, establishing regulatory measures, legislative amendment and rules to authorize the marketing of new drugs, to regulate clinical trials in India, to approve licenses to manufacture certain classes of drugs as a central license approving authority such as blood bank, medical services, rDNA drug, large volume parenterals and vaccines, etc., to regulate drug importation standard, activities associated with Drug Technical Advisory Board and Drug Consultative Committee, India's Pharmacovigilance Program, coordinating activities of state drug control organization to ensure uniform administration of the Controlled Substances Act and providing policy guidance, participation in WHO's GMP certification program, keeping track of adverse drug reaction, conducting training programs for government analysts and regulatory officials. Now let's see role of CDSCO in regulating public health. There were no specific medical device regulation in India. Instead, devices were governed by Drugs and Cosmetic Act of 1940. In order to fill this gap, the Central Drug Control Organization published the Indian Medical Device Rule of 2017 as a new medical device regulation in India. Drugs and medical devices are very important for providing health services to the public at large. The quality standard and efficacy of these medical products are application for clinical investigation are important to provide health services to public. The main objective of the CDSCO and State Drug Regulatory Authority is to ensure safety to public health by maintaining safety, efficacy and quality of drugs, cosmetic and medical devices. To provide the best quality drugs, action need to be taken to regulate the Drugs and Cosmetic Act 1940 and Rules 1945. Necessary challenges to overcome in improving public health concern regarding drug regulatory system include the following. First, inadequate state level drug control infrastructure, inadequate facilities for drug testing, non-uniform application of laws and regulation, a deficiency in training for regulatory officials, absence of database, inadequate IT services. It is of the utmost importance to ensure the quality, safety and efficacy of drugs for both domestic consumers and for export. If this is not the case, it will negatively impact public health, national interest and India's international reputation. The capacity and the strength of technical workforce must be increased. It is decided to achieve an optimal system of regulation that ensures uniform enforcement of law across nation by means of training and a strengthened drug regulatory mechanism. In the end, I would like to say that medical devices industry in India is an essential and integral part of the country's healthcare industry, especially for the prevention, diagnosis, treatment and management of all medical conditions, diseases, illness and disabilities. According to the Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940, the medical device sector remained largely unregulated until 2017. When the Medical Device Rule 2017 were enacted by the Central Drug Standard Control Organization for comprehensive regulation of medical devices with a focus on quality, safety and efficacy. Thank you. That's it in this video. For more videos, like and subscribe our channel.